What's the damn deal, y'all? What's up? It's your boy Gotti. Uh, you may or may not know me as that. Some of y'all may know me by my government. If you do, good for you. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for stopping by, first of all. Now, if you can see behind me, who do I have? That's right, Selena Quintanilla, bro. If you're from Texas, South Texas, you know the impact that Selena had on our lives. Every time that my mom used to talk about Selena, she made it seem like Selena was part of the family. You know what I'm saying? She made it seem like Selena was one of my cousins or something. Every time Selena was gonna perform, moms be like, "Ahí viene Selena, ahí viene Selena, va a venir Selena." I always thought that Selena was gonna stop by the crib, so I would ask her like, "To the cribs? ¿Va a la casa? ¿Va a venir a la casa, Selena?" Be like, "No, menso, a San Antonio." Like, you know what I mean? All that shit. I love my mama. If you know, you know, bro. The impact that Selena had on us growing up, bro, is it's unmatched. I think I was at my job and I was listening to some like cumbias or something, just trying to get to like through the day. It was one of those days where it was long. Wanted the day to be over. One of those cumbias jumped to Selena, and I was like, what? I love Selena. So the song finishes, and I look over, and it's getting ready to play the Selena Killer Part 1 or something like that. I'm like, wait, hold up, what? Like, I forgot that there was interviews out there with, you know, Yolanda. I just want to hear what this person has to say. Like, what was going through your head? What was going through your mind type stuff? You know what I mean? What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and react to that video. By the way, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I remember when you know, news broke out that what had happened to Selena. I was sitting down in the living room on the couch. My mom's at the table eating and she's holding my little brother. The news broke out about Selena being shot and all that. I'm like, what? Selena got shot? And then, so that's when I turned around and I looked at my mom and I was like, yo, mom, Selena got shot or so, whatever. And she turns around, she looks at me and she's like, ¿Qué? I don't want to say she dropped my brother, but she like put him down fast as hell. My mom comes to where I'm at, yeets me out the chair that I'm in, and I'm like, what the f-? And she just sits there and she's like, you know what I mean? Like, gone, bro. Like, pff, you would think like one of my cousins died or something. Like, real talk. She was devastated, bro. I was on the ground like, I didn't understand like the magnitude of what was going on. I was just a small kid. Now that I'm older, now that I can understand, let's go ahead and see what she got to say.
She is a woman despised by millions of people in this country, in danger of being harmed, even though she's behind bars. Tonight, a revealing interview with the woman who killed Selena. You may remember that thousands of fans gathered in the streets to mourn the death of this vibrant young singer, a rising star in the music world.
I'm lying. I didn't go. I wasn't in the streets. My mom wouldn't let me. My mom would beat my ass. But we were in the living room. I was in the living room like, Selena. You know what I mean? I couldn't have a candle either. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front like I had a candle. My mom wouldn't trust me with a candle back then. Closest thing was probably like a flashlight or something. I don't know. Not even a lighter. So. But I was there though.
You'll wonder, why did she die?
She got killed. Why did she die? She got killed. No,
Selena wanted to become a household name, and earlier this year, in the most tragic incident, she got her wish. Selena died at the hands of her trusted friend, the woman you will meet now. What happened that day? Was Selena the victim of a woman obsessed? Only one person knows for sure.
35-year-old Yolanda Saldivar is
Look at her! Look at her! She trying to imitate Prince with this fit, bro. She trying to pull off that purple rain. You look like a fucked up pirate. You look like Violet Rain, bitch. No, Yolanda, you're not doing it right. You look like the Wish version of a Joker, dog.
2 months ago, a jury found her guilty of first-degree murder of Mexican-American singing sensation Selena.
That's right.
She was given a light sentence. That's 30 years before a chance of parole.
No parole. What the?
Make some sense of a killing that has wounded and bewildered Selena's family and fans.
It still hurts.
To be a monster.
You are.
I just want to say, I did not kill Selena. It was an accident. And my conscience is clear.
Oh, you didn't kill Selena? The solids, Yolanda. The solids. I could already tell. Get ready, people. Get ready. Get ready. Tu mera madre.
Selena was only 23. She was a Grammy-winning, undisputed queen of Tejano music popularity. The spirited young singer began her
Que la
career
veo
as a
pasar.
child,
Oh!
performing in the singing
Oh!
his
Fuck
youth.
you, Yolanda. Look at her. Oh my god. What is this? Beyond the Pale Horse? Look at my baby though. Ooh. Man, she. Damn. You know. Look, man. Beautiful smile. Beautiful full lips. You know what I mean? Like. And look at her. Oh my god. Bro, what did you do to her eyebrows, Yolanda? She straight up said, you know what I mean? She said, fa.
Shout out Selena in 1991 in the family's hometown of Corpus Christi.
Shout out
Offering to form a
Corpus.
fan club.
Shout out Corpus. I fuck with Corpitos, dog. Real shit. As a matter of fact, I want to give a shout out to my favorite restaurant. Whenever I'm down there, I have to visit them, bro. Hands down, JP Bombers, dog. JP Bombers in Corpus. If you don't know about it, go check them out. Oh my god, them jalapeno bombers, bro. Whew. I'm sorry. Back to this.
Soon, she was always at the singer's side, even quitting her nursing job to work full-time for Selena.
She was a nurse. Check her background, bro, when it comes to the nursing. If any of her patients suddenly, you know what I mean, just passed away, I'm just saying, look into it. Look into it.
Boutique business.
She was like a cuddling bear, teddy bear, that she would allow you to love her. I told her that I loved her like a daughter.
You loved her like a daughter? Yolanda, no se mamona. You loved her like a daughter, but you killed her? We're 2 minutes. We're about to be 3 minutes in. And it's 10 minutes long. Y ya empezó con sus mamadas, fool. No.
I give you that right. She would call me mom.
Oh!
She called you mom?
Yeah, she called me mom.
Oh! Yolanda. Déjate de tus mentiras, Yolanda. Mom? She called you mom? Che mentirosa, Yolanda. She never called you mom. I know that one for a fact. No se mamona. Ooh, no.
Selena's parents questioned whether their daughter called Saldivar mom, but says she was close to
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I questioned. Oh, no. She. Te sales. Ni tú te la crees, Yolanda.
until early this year. That's when Abraham Quintanilla, Selena's father and business manager, says he discovered forged checks and other evidence that Saldivar was embezzling money from both the fan club and the boutiques. In March, both he and Selena confronted Saldivar.
My last words with her was that I was going to go to the police to see what we could do, to charge her with something. I was stealing money. And this triggered the woman.
That day, March 9th, he says Saldivar
mira.
left town with Selena's business
Mira.
records.
El looks could kill. Mira, ponte las pilas. Look at her eyes, bro. Look at the way she's looking at her. That's envy. That's jealousy. That's... you can see it, bro. Look, her nostrils are flared up right now. She skipped $1. She went for the popote, fool, on both. She said, rails a las pinches cejas, mira. Hombre, no mames.
Days later, she bought a gun.
She was confronted, bro, for the stealing, right? After that, Selena and her dad both pulled up on her and was like, hey, ¿qué onda? ¿Falta feria? ¿Qué onda? ¿Suelta? And then this chick's like, no, que esto y el otro. Ah, bueno, ¿sabes qué? Le vamos a llamar a la jura que venga, porte, y así la empezamos. She bounces, bro. Se va, right? She go gets the Fusca. She comes back.
First,
Why would you need to go buy a gun for, Yolanda?
returned to Corpus Christi and asked Selena to meet her at the Days Inn motel. She told her to come alone. The two women
Days
argued,
Inn.
and suddenly there was a gunshot. An injured and hysterical Selena raced from the motel room to the lobby.
Okay, so I didn't know that it was like in a hotel room. I remember from back then was I thought this happened in the parking lot, because all I remember was hearing about Yolanda being, in her car, a standoff. She was surrounded. She didn't want to give up. I thought it happened in the parking lot. I don't want to think about it, but I mean, damn, she's in there. She gets shot. Her, you know what I mean? First time experiencing trauma like that, bro. Her first instinct is like, I need to get help. Starts running out at the same time her adrenaline's pumping, depending on where she's shot at. If this is the actual room and the footage of where she's heading to, this is a long distance. Your adrenaline's pumping hard.
And that shot caused Selena to bleed to death. She was running toward the lobby. She just bled to death. The defendant had wrapped up her whole life around Selena Quintanilla Perez. Her whole world was walking out the door and she wouldn't stand for it, so she shot her.
Mexican-American community mourns Selena as an idolized daughter or sister.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The way, like, moms talked about Selena, that generation, the way they talked about Selena, bro, it was almost like she was a relative. It was like she was your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, you know what I mean? Like she was in the family somehow. That's for real right there.
Turned out for a candlelight vigil, saying goodbye to a shining young role model who never forgot her roots.
That's her. Oh, I didn't want to see her like that, man.
The one thing no one happened here at the Days Inn in room 158. It was Yolanda Saldivar who fired the single gunshot that killed the young singer. But why the shooting happened is still the subject of intense speculation. Weeks after the jury's conviction, it's a case of cold-blooded murder committed by an obsessed fan out for revenge. But Saldivar insists it was all a tragic accident. A story What happened that morning when Selena arrived? Did she say she wanted to fire you?
Never. She never told me that.
It's a lie, bro, because Abraham had already said, like him and Selena both pulled up on her and started running books. They started, hey, you know what? It's at the boutique. It's at the fan club. Who's leaned up to that? Oh, this little gremlin.
But it's over, Selena. It's over. I can't work for you no more. I can't work for you no more.
You told Selena it's over. You told Selena you didn't want to work for her no more. Landa, no te la creemos. No te la creemos esa. Qué estupidez. You told Selena you didn't want to work for her. You didn't want to work for the queen of Tejano music. They already had told you they were going to fire you because you were stealing from them. No.
Went down. She grabbed my feet and told me, believe her.
She grabbed your feet? She grabbed your feet. The queen of Tejano music grabbed your feet. Por favor, Yolanda, like, tú te la crees? Why would Selena beg you? Like, I knew I was in for some. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was to this level. Like, who is this person trying to fool?
I picked her up and I told her, just leave the gun. Put it in my head. I pulled the thing back. And I said, if you don't leave...
No. Not so fast.
And she got up. And she says, Mom, we need to talk about it.
Mom. Yolanda, she never called you mom. Te lo aseguro. She must have been calling you mamona and you heard mom out of that. Like,
to talk about this, I'm going to close the door. And when she was walking to the door, she was going at an angle. And I told her, don't close the door. And then...
Look. I told her, don't close the door. Okay, first of all, she cocked the bag. She had it at her head, right? After that, she's like, don't close the door. My gun, right? Clip out. Yeah, empty, right? Everybody knows. If you're holding a gun, you hold it like this. Your finger off the trigger. She's like pointing the gun at her head. And then after that, she's telling Selena, like, boom, boom. You have your finger on the trigger, Yolanda. The gun went off.
But why didn't it hit you?
Because I was pointing to the door and it just went.
I was pointing to the door and it just... Look at her face right now. Look at her face. You can even see it in her face. She's like, híjole, fucked up. La cagué. You can see it in her face. La cagué. Like, that was the best story I could tell. You could tell it's in her face.
No, I did not know.
There was blood along the door seal.
I didn't even look at the door.
I didn't even look at the door. Okay. Didn't she just say she had the gun to her head talking about Selena, if you don't leave, I'm gonna kill myself. You know what I mean? What did she say? Selena started walking towards the door. She was walking towards it at an angle. That's what she said, right? Okay. So you're looking at the door.
But there was blood all over the room. How could you not see it?
The pictures that I see, they're dots.
Saldivar left the blood.
Okay, Yolanda, those are dots. Obviously, those are dots. That's a dot. That's a straight dot. That's a straight. No.
Still in her hand. She said she was looking for Selena. Then
You see what I mean? Bro, you shot her. She's bleeding. You know what I mean? Even if you did see the dots, it was probably these. You did what I'm saying? Gun still loaded. If it's a revolver, you probably got what, another 4, 6 shot, whatever. You're looking for Selena for what? Yolanda, for what? You're already
9 hours became a standoff with police.
a standoff.
Saldivar sat in her car, gun to her head, negotiating into the night.
Negotiating? Y'all negotiated with Yolanda?
Finally giving herself up. Many people have wondered that if you were really trying to kill yourself, why didn't you commit suicide?
Right?
When you were in the car all those 9.5 hours.
There were many things going through my mind. I could hear her in my mind telling me, stay behind. Stay behind. I hear her tell me, you don't commit suicide because I'll never see you in heaven.
Oh, this one that's the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top. No más eso me faltaba. No más eso me faltaba. You know what? If like you had a ride that would take you to heaven, you know what your ride would be? It would be Selena's tour bus stuck on the side of the road. But this time, plot twist, there's nobody to pull you out. You're stuck there, baby girl. There's nobody on that lonely ass road. You know what I mean? You're not going to make it. You're not going to heaven. And for damn sure, Selena ain't trying to see your ass in heaven.
Didn't believe Saldivar. It took them less than 3 hours to convict.
Bro, like, oh man. And that's what sucks, man. Like, she looks like one of my tias, bro.
Prosecutor
Can't look at my
Valdez
tia no more.
insists there was no evidence of an accidental shooting.
This was a simple case of cold-blooded murder. There was an intent involved, and she did exactly what she set out to do.
Despite all the
That's what I'm
evidence against
saying.
her, Saldivar gives a strikingly different account of the shooting and the weeks that led up to it, contradicting witnesses and the Quintanilla family. Did you steal any money from Selena's business?
No, ma'am. Not ever.
Can you tell me if you were angry, frustrated?
No, I was never angry. I was never frustrated.
Silence
Fucking
of his
psycho.
daughter's empty recording studio says his documents prove that Saldivar embezzled more than $100,000 from Selena. He also says he was increasingly bothered by Saldivar's possessiveness toward his daughter.
And I did start noticing an obsession with Selena. In my opinion, she was living a life through Selena. Nowhere in life, right before she killed Selena, I found out that she was stalking Selena by phone.
There were allegations that you were in love with her.
And that's not true either. And if people think that Selena and I had a lesbian relationship, you're not a damn Selena. And if people think that Selena and I had a lesbian relationship, you're not a...
Oh my god. You see what I mean? Like, I thought I this one has a double cherry on top, bro. Now she's like, and if people think me and Selena had a lesbian, no, mamacita, no. Nobody, and I mean nobody, for whatever reason, nobody ever thought y'all two had a lesbian relationship. No. No te la vamos a pasar. No te vamos a pasar esa, Yolanda. Ya estuvo. Like, that's it.
Why did you decide you needed a gun?
It was after threats had been made against my life.
Who threatened you?
Her father.
Fucking liar. Mi suegro would never fucking do that. I know mi suegro. Mi suegro would never fucking do that.
Who threatened you?
Look. Her eyes. Her father.
Abraham Quintanilla threatened you.
Yes.
Quintanilla insists he never threatened Saldivar.
I believe you.
He's
I believe you, Abraham.
He bought the gun to kill
It's
Selena.
a bustier. Nah, I believe you.
Who initiated this? She saw me as the enemy.
What?
How much more could she hurt us than killing Selena?
Is there any way Selena or her family could have seen this kind of a death coming?
No.
No tips, no clues.
This is real 90s right here.
Forensic psychologist Dr. Reed Malone.
Real 90s shit right here. Look, check. I want y'all to look. That lamp right there, that's straight 90s. This big old box TV right here. Her whole get up, bro, that's 90s right there. I bet you anything this was a Texas Ranger fan right here.
Behavior. He says the strongest clue is that she brought a gun to the final meeting.
Why is there a loaded gun there when perhaps there's a job termination? And two, why does she put the gun to her head in order to end the relationship? Those two are strikingly abnormal and are usually absent in any kind of relationship ending.
Okay. So that's just, it's abnormal. Shit like that don't happen. Saying I'll be like, sobres, güey, no hay pedo, no te agüites, like, pa mañana agarro otra chamba, like, no hay pedo, güey.
Appears to fit a pattern of an obsessive personality. We asked him about her claim that it was she who was ending the relationship instead of Selena.
Oh, no. But it was over.
You told Selena it was over.
The exact opposite of what Selena's
You told Selena it was over.
Wanda is describing here the exact opposite of what Selena's family has described.
Yes, sometimes there's a reversal in these cases of roles. And what we may be seeing here is the person that's about to be abandoned, in order to understand it or justify it in her own mind, becomes the person in the position of doing the abandoning.
So her version turns everything around.
Exactly, the roles shift and the roles alter, and we have tragedy.
He was particularly struck by Saldivar's answer to our next question. If you could go back and do something differently on that morning of March 31st, what would you do?
I would want her to kill me.
Dr. Malloy says that's an indication that Saldivar expected one of them to die that day.
So even if she had the opportunity to do it different, instead of her killing Selena, she would want Selena to kill her. So either way it played out, somebody was gonna get killed.
I wish we were both safe.
And you say she called you mom. Mamona.
And nothing had happened. Instead, she has to direct the aggression toward herself rather than Selena.
So you think that it appears that she was considering suicide here?
I think so. That's why these situations are
Look at him. That's why. And then you got Abraham like, what? Bro, what's up with y'all? I tell you what?
Dangerous and unpredictable, because that homicidal impulse is shifting rapidly between the wish to kill the self and the wish to kill the other.
And there were just seconds there to determine who was going to die.
Perhaps even less than that.
Throughout our interview, Saldivar kept referring to a mysterious deep secret that she shares with Selena. She says they even talked about it on the day of the murder. You talked about a secret, that you're protecting a secret.
That's true.
What secret?
I can't indulge that at this point.
It's mentirosa.
Because
there's no
it's an
secret.
appeal. But I know that one day people will know.
Let's stop it there. I don't know if there's a secret, but I do know that by her saying she has a secret, she maintains a special, exclusive relationship with Selena that nobody else has.
Even now.
Even now.
Yolanda, whether it was accidental or whether it was intentional, you were responsible for Selena's death.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
Yup.
live with that?
It was an accident. I'm dead inside. I have no feelings. I'm like a walking shell. Selena, well,
Hey, people think we had a lesbian relationship. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no way.
There's a link
The
to Selena
solace.
now
The
that nobody
solace.
can devalue nor remove. You know, through one act, she has now established a notoriety that will remain. And her name will be linked to Selena's
¿Pa dónde
name.
vas,
And that for her,
pendeja? ¿Pa dónde
in a
vas,
sense,
culera?
reestablishes that
Hey,
special fantasy.
she tried to pull a fast one, eh? ¿Sabes qué? Échate pa' acá.
Her lawyers are trying for an appeal. They're also trying for a new trial. They have a hearing scheduled this month at which they'll argue that parts of the trial were handled improperly, and they'll also argue that police ignored her comments that the shooting was an accident and that they deliberately...
Oh, man, te sale, Yolanda. The police didn't understand it was an accident. Yolanda. What a hot mess. What a hot mess, bro. That brings us to the end of the video, man. Oh my god. I'm still like, you know what I mean? I'm still like, I can't believe she actually said that, bro. To some of the things she was saying, like, that just blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like, anyways. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below what you think about this video. Also, you can check me out on my other channel, LR15, or you can search Dumpin' Slugs, DUPNSLUGGZ. That's my gaming channel on YouTube. Over there, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also Twitch. I be streaming on Twitch. I be streaming on YouTube as well. Make sure when y'all subscribe to both channels, y'all hit that little bell icon, man. Get notifications. Get notified when I'm on, when I'm dropping heat, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Gotti. Y'all keep it trill. Stay safe. Peace.